Okay, I am here as promised, as stated. This will be the final conversation that we are going to ever, well, the final conversation as far as people coming up, making their little statements or whatever, whatever, which I know no one's gonna no one's gonna defute what I got to say. So it's an ongoing process, but we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this right. We're gonna try to keep this to a 2, 3, maybe 4 hour live stream, maybe. But I know people ain't gonna people's gonna be talking shit. This the people who despise Umar the most. I believe that there are those who just have nothing else better to do. Okay, so us get this out the way. He's a scammer. What else is new? Um, he takes away millions and millions of dollars, even though people can't even calculate how much he's taken, or people who are given to him freely and willingly can't even calculate that correctly. And your dates, oh, I can chew up those dates all day. I can chew up each and every single date that Lennon Honor has ever come up with. And speaking of Lennon Honor, I think he's running out of shit to say. He's been running out of shit to say. He's just more popularized because people, like I said, people hate Umar. It's very, very given. Hey, Bart. Hey, Tanya. So I'm just gonna put in the link so we can get this shit started. Because I don't want any excuses after this. I did this like 2 times already. This is my third and final time doing this shit. So link is in the chat box. Whoever want to come in, they in. Right? But fair warning. Any disrespect towards me, because like I said, I'm here willingly to give you the floor. And I'm willing to ask any questions I can, as far as I can, about Umar. And I'm gonna try to do this intellectually. Any type of ill with, any type of disrespect, you are off completely. I don't give a fuck who you are. You are off. So let's do this. Let's do this respectfully and logically. Okay? Meanwhile, in between while, it's like I said, Lennon Honor is running out of shit to say. That's why he keeps coming up with all these other videos, these basically these same lame videos, right? Y'all eat that up like candy. Why? Why do you constantly keep paying attention? Because you think he's funny? You think he's hilarious? You think he's enjoyable? Motherfucker is corny. Motherfucker is corny as he rats of dog shit. And he's a goddamn pedo. Yes, I said it. Lennon Honor's a fucking pedo. And Chat Lives Matter proved that. I didn't even know that video existed until it completely proves how much of a weirdo, a sad one at that, how much of a weirdo Lennon Honor is. But people give him the attention. I have no idea. So apparently, I put everyone in that Cookie Coon chat because not everybody in his chat is African American. I label them as coons, as participants of a pedal ring. That's where I put them at. If you were a supporter of Lenin, if you're a supporter of name again, anti-Afro, all of y'all weirdos. Each and every single one of y'all. Y'all some fucking weirdos. I mean, you've been following Umar for years, grabbing on his Shago stick or whatever, which is cool. It's fine. It's fine with me. Y'all want to be weird in that aspect, that's your business. But to call the cops, call the cops, call the FBI, call the what was it? Health services or whatever the case. Have your business with his mother is not your business. Especially with his daughter. His daughter is none of your business. But yeah, we do what we want because we are private detectives. We're agents, double agents. We're carpenters. We're socialists. We're this, we're that. We proclaim to be whatever we want to be. Like this shit here. Did Doc pass out? If Doc passed out, why would he be doing lectures which extends from like more than a week? Why would he do a lecture the following week? Wouldn't you want to like go home and get some rest? Wouldn't you want to go home and get some rest if he passed out? And if he did pass out, why would somebody put it out there and laugh at that? Why would some heifer named Marianne, who ain't nothing but a clout chaser anyway, why would she put that out there and laugh at that? There ain't nothing to laugh at. Because if he did pass out, there could be other medical problems that could come with that. But you laugh and you sniggle and you sneeze and you sniggle like that. Like, ha ha ha, it's very, very funny. It's disgusting. It's very disgusting. What's another rumor? I put all the rumors out there. He passed out. He's gay. Lene Stack said he was gay. So where in what country, what state, what city was he involved in any gayism? I'll wait. What country, what state, what city, where was he at, what was he wearing, and who was he with at the time to perform any gay act? Since often you Negroes complain each and every single day that, he distorts money from women, he's sleeping with women. Y'all just running out of shit. Why do you, and that's another dumbass question. Why do you degrade anyone who goes against it? Why do you degrade him? That's a very fair question. Why do you degrade him? A person you don't know, a person you have not seen, a person you have not talked to, a person you have not shaken hands with, a person you don't know from Adam, a person who has dedicated his life to helping not just families, but children in all aspects of the diaspora, whether you come from America or you come from Africa or anywhere else in the country. Because he isn't a Pan-African. But you snark at that, you make fun of that. And it's not just you, it's everybody. Right? He's been He's been chastised and sodomized for years and years and years. Yet he has never been to jail, never been to prison, never been in a squad car, never been arrested. But though, and another rumor, he's been in jail. He's going to jail. Who's going to put him in jail? Where are the police reports? Put out the police reports. Some of you raggedy faggots put out false police reports. When you took the sign off of the door of FDMG and forwarded it to Lennon, that was the sign and the indication that AFW is still alive. Which means this is a propaganda. This is more like Malcolm in a way when he got his phone tapped. Yeah, y'all docs. Y'all love the docs. Y'all love to do what y'all do. Y'all love sending false messages. Y'all like sending death threats. That's what you like to do. So I want you to debunk not debunk. I want you to ask me any other question. You wouldn't do this. You wouldn't do this to Trump. You wouldn't do this to anybody else. But as long as it has Umar's name, I didn't see none of you Negroes do the exact same thing to Trump, the exact same thing to Bill Clinton, the exact same thing to Barack Obama, the exact same thing to Hakeem Hawkins, the exact same thing to all these trick bags. There goes another pitiful one. Oh, and the numbers are incredible. He has stolen $2.6 million. 2.6? I thought it was higher than that. Are we supposed to worship him? First, let's talk about the damn numbers. First, it was 1.6. Then it was 2.3. Now it's 2.6. Then it's 3 million. Which one is it? Damn, we haven't deducted any numbers yet. We haven't deducted the numbers of how much money he has gotten deducted throughout the years because of you all. You remember what was it? Not PayPal. What was it? PayPal. GoFundMe. Remember GoFundMe? Based on Umar. Umar never said that's a lie. Umar never said that shit. Umar never said he raised $2.6 million. He never even gave out a number. I could go to an interview where he had stated that he barely raised over $1 million. Barely raised over $1 million. After he bought FDMG and had to fix the roof, how much money did he have then? Did you calculate that? No. When he had to fix the windows, when he had to fix the plumbing, when he had to fix the drainage in the smaller gym, did you deduct that? He is giving updates throughout the years. Well, he's definitely said he stopped giving dates, but what does it matter? What does it matter? You don't go to the school. You don't go to school. You don't dedicate your time. You don't dedicate your blood, sweat, and dedication to the school. Elders do. Few young folks do, but you don't. So what does it matter? that school ain't coming. That's your opinion. That is your opinion. If you think it ain't coming, that is your opinion. But when it does, I want these same people back here, whether I'm doing Umar content or not. And I want you to tell me, damn, Loc, you was right. You was right all along. You was right all along. See, we don't know how much of a difficulty the certificate of occupancy is going to be. Will it be difficult? We don't know. That's the most hardest part. Putting tiles on the floors and the ceiling, that ain't nothing. But getting people to come there and base it on how the school is ran based on electricity and based on how it looks, which it looks good, by the way, looks great. The inside is great, but everybody's concentrating on the high school, which is stupid. Got any more? You got any more for me? This is too fucking easy for me. This is way too easy. I should come up with my own podcast, but I don't have the time to. You're the only one holding on to the dream. Tiffany, Dieterell, TCTV, Worldwide. Shouts out to Worldwide. Croc had jumped ship. Tiffany has not jumped ship. Dieterell has jumped ship. TCTV been jumped ship. Worldwide, I haven't heard from in ever since 2022 or 2023. So we don't know the status of it. But there are others. There's Q, myself, Philly Phil, and a couple of ones I don't mention. Because you're gonna try to look up their fucking profile. Chat Lives Matter doesn't think Umar is a scammer. Chat Lives Matter is in the middle. But Chat Lives Matter knows how to tell the truth. If you're gonna say anything about Umar and not include Lennon in your bullshit, and he has proof without a shadow of a doubt that Lennon is a weirdo. See, you don't have questions. You don't have questions for Lennon. You just have questions for Umar, which is very, very, very suspect in my opinion. But I'll hold you to it. Hey, Don. You're in Paris? 3 in Paris. Got 5 in, but will like and catch the replay. Oh, okay, cool. Be careful and be careful out there. Somebody might parlez-vous and your wee. So, I haven't been to Paris, but my wife has. She says it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to visit. It's a beautiful place to visit. Just a quick question before things take off. What happened to Dieterell? I don't know. I haven't heard from Dieterell in a while. Man, he's still doing his thing. But the point of contention is, it's sad and it's silly. When a person thinks a person is scamming, he or she does not attend to give any type of attention nor finances to the person that is scamming. But yet you are making money off of the very person that you said is scamming. So what does that make you, per se? A scammer. You talk all this shit, you talk all this rhetoric about him scamming the community, right? Which I don't even know what a community is anymore. But you say he's scamming the community, right? But you got series of people. You got a series of people that are scamming him by making T-shirts and putting his face on the name, which is copyright infringement, by the way. Doc scam C-Rock. What? How did Doc scam C-Rock? How? I've known C-Rock Smooth for years. What is you talking about? Scam C-Rock Smooth about what? Scams C-Rock Smooth stopped supporting Umar before he got to school. What are you talking about? Jerry, shh, stop. Now you're lying. Not only are you lying on C-Rock, you're lying on Umar, but you're lying on C-Rock. C-Rock stopped supporting him a long time ago. As a matter of fact, half of the people on the Umar sector stopped supporting Umar a long time ago. Except for the following people. Tiffany, her partner, her two partners, myself, and I will be honest with you, D. Durrell is like this. When he opens up the school, I guess he wants to jump back on the train. But as I put it, once you're off, you're off. There ain't nothing I can do about that. Once you jump off that train, you off that train. Still love you though. That's crazy. You scamming, you calling him a scammer, but yet you scamming off of his name. And then you got people like Malik Muhammad making threats. You got niggas like Malik Muhammad making all types of threats. But you're part of that community, right? You're part of that Hebrew Israelite type. That's crazy. That's crazy work. You're gonna be sitting on it 10 years from now making excuses for Umar. I don't have to make excuses. He has the building. And I want to ask you, Mike, since you're asking all these questions, where's your school? Where's your institutions? Where's your banks? Where is your fund? Where is your funding for independent Black ownership, independent Black power? When are you ever, instead of talking on the internet most of the time, at least giving away to the homeless, right? I bet you don't even feed homeless. I bet you don't even do nothing but sit here and complain, because this is the age of the internet. This is the age of alpha. This is not alpha, but Gen Xers. This is the age of Gen Xers and alphas. Which it doesn't matter what type of result. No, it doesn't matter what type of result it is. No matter what he has to do, he has to fake it until he makes it, go to an actual bank, get a loan, and get the shit done within 1 year. Not possible. Not possible. Not possible at all. You can't even, for a school of that magnitude, you cannot generate that much money that quickly, which Black people claim that they have all this money, but black people are fucking broke. I showed you the website. Oh, permits. If he didn't have permits, people wouldn't be working on the school. That's stupid. So that's debunked. People wouldn't be working on the school. He's supposed to be transparent. No, he doesn't. Because you don't ask the white man to be transparent. So why does he have to be transparent? And each time you say these things, I know I'm winning. And I'm going to keep on winning. And Philly Phil's going to keep on winning. But you send people like, I don't want to keep saying TG. I don't want to keep saying that. And when I say TG, you know what I mean. Lene Stacks. You send people like Lene Stacks, and you send people like Ifatunde Oguntade old rip tip. Look like he glazing a fucking microphone. Ali, I'm about to kick you in a minute because number one, I ought to kick you because number one, you accused me the other day of reaching 8 stacks, right? You accused me the other day and you left a real nasty message. A real nasty message. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go and put you on timeout, kid. Because you sent me a real nasty message the other day stating that I don't get the support when it comes to Jasmine Crockett. Blah, 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 blah. My numbers don't go up. It's different from when I'm on here versus when I'm on my phone. Somehow, for some crazy, strange reason, I get more views and I get more people in chat on my phone than I do on here. I don't know why. And then, of course, the numbers speak for itself. My studio numbers speak for itself. So I don't know where the jealousy comes from. No, your hatred for Umar is astounding. You had, who was it? Tasha K. As a matter of fact, Tasha K wishes that he was dead. Oh, you didn't think I'd forget about that interview, did you? The interview with Tasha K and Lene Stacks when Umar got into an accident in Atlanta. When Umar got into an accident in Atlanta and she reported on it, she, and I quote, said, "Why is he still here?" I could play that clip if you like. This is just plain hatred. I have never seen as much hate for this man. I have never seen as much hate for this man. This is the number one man to hate on. Don't wish him no ill will. Don't wish him nothing, dude. That's just crazy. That is crazy. Just as a note, this is a hot button topic and every viewpoint is welcome, but please and respect. Thank you everyone for coming. No, I ain't got no. This isn't even, I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. This isn't even a hot topic. You know why? Because everybody and their mama is grabbing on to the same, I don't want to say crabs in the barrel mentality, but everyone's grabbing on to the same bucket of shit. Everyone's grabbing onto the same bucket of shit. In which that bucket of shit, Umar turns into gold, and y'all want to get as much of gold as humanly possible. That's why your viewerships go up. Excuse me. That's why your viewerships go up. That's why your numbers go up. That's why your cash apps start flowing, which ain't much. I mean, you're not gonna reach 80K like Lennon has, because Lennon's the top dog. Lennon is the top dog now. The scamming has to stop. He ain't scam, fam. Show me where the scam is. Y'all just like repeat pedal offenders. Y'all just like repeat pedal offenders. You keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over again until somebody either sues you for it or arrests you for it. So keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. How come he hasn't been answer this question? How come he hasn't been in handcuffs? How come he hasn't been arrested? How come he doesn't have a criminal record? He's already been audited, not once, but twice. Lennon is a godsend? Okay. Lennon's a godsend. Okay. That's funny that you say that. That is funny that you say that. I think that one was it. This is a funny one. Hold on. If Lennon is such a godsend, and I know you're trolling right now, if Lennon is such a godsend, then his God status has been provoked when he tried coming after Corey.
He ain't shit.
Obviously, yeah.
This motherfucker is sitting in the park. Do I need to say more?
Mind you, keep this in the back of your mind. The park. Just keep that in your mind. The park. Since y'all some Lennon honor pedal lovers.
A man who got business don't even motherfucking get to the park. When I was a motherfucker who didn't have no money, I used to be at the park every day hooping because I had time. I didn't have no works. Mm-hmm. But here's a motherfucker talking about us. Talked about you.
Yes.
Talked about me. He didn't say nothing about you, D.
Okay.
That's another thing that let me know. Watch that motherfucker. Punk ass motherfucker sitting in the park had the nerve to say his 6-year-olds act more mature than us. Motherfucker, you said you got 5 kids. He said he got 5 kids. Who the fuck got time to sit in the park when they got 5 kids?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Ryan. And the bus is one of them. The name is Ennis, and all of us. Never mind. Now, park. park or a green screen. That's not a, he couldn't even afford a green screen. Barb, he can't afford anything. He can't afford a green screen. He can't even afford a green screen. Now, let me get to what I need to get to. You say he's a godsend. Everybody said that about Trump. Everybody said that about Trump. But you said that, okay. Hold on a second. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on a second. Hold on. He's a godsend, right? Do God send praises upon the children of tomorrows? Let's find out.
And they already asked me to leave, but it's not like they're in, they own the park. So let me see what he has to say.
But what he's saying is he's been asked to leave the park, right? This is what he said, right? And, they don't own the park, so they can't make me leave, right? This is what he's saying, okay?
The park. Ladies and gentlemen, what's in the park other than the playgrounds and grass and basketball courts, possibly, maybe? What's near those parks? Community centers, schools, and one Negro with a camcorder or a cell phone, whatever. That's this thing. The park.
The ball club to manage.
Now, that was it. That's how fast, that's how long that scene was on the screen and how it's not connected to anything. And the only way you can come to the conclusion that that has something to do with anything sexual is if you have a perverted mind.
Listen close.
Out of my way, I got a ball club to manage.
Absolutely. So this is all this information, okay? Let's go to the next scene. Let's go. In fact, let's go look at something different completely. Let's go to his Disney work.
Yeah, let's
take a look at one of his voiceover of one of the early Disney films. See what he does to the same kind of character.
The Disney films that he copywritten and copied over and is on his, and some of that shit is on his website.
Character.
Oh, you didn't know Leonardo had a website that he still has, but hasn't been activated in a while, right? But he's a godsend.
Let's see. Right here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I don't want to skip it too far.
Here again, we find Alice wandering around alone in a place that she has never been and entering into a private art studio. She knocks on the door and soon gets the attention of a young male animator who is seated at work. The animator acknowledges Alice, after which Alice states, "But wait, did you notice Alice's body language after she states, 'I would like to watch you draw some flames'?" Let us watch again. Now in slow motion.
Call me crazy.
Big weirdo.
Call me crazy.
Alice rubs herself in her crotch area and with a smiling face. projects a flirtatious disposition towards the adult. Here again, we find Alice wandering around alone in a place that she has never been and entering into a private art studio. She knocks on the door and soon gets the attention of a young male animator who is seated at work. The animator acknowledges Alice, after which Alice states, "But wait, did you notice Alice's body language after she states, 'I would like to watch you draw some funnies'? Let us watch again." Now in slow motion.
We're making excuses. You're making excuses.
Alice rubs herself in her crotch area and, with a smiling face, projects a flirtatious disposition towards the adult male animator.
Complete weirdo. Now he did this. Listen, this series went on to I think it was 19 or 20 parts.
Jay, you sound like one of those Trump supporters.
He went through every.
If a person gets raped, whose fault was it? Was it the guys or the girls? Y'all are sick.
Cartoon. He went through everything he can find and created sexual connotations for everything. It's safe to say that Lennon Honor associates sex with children. Now look.
It's safe to say that Lennon Honor associates sex with children. Just like Epstein, Trump, and Bill Clinton, possibly, maybe. Who knows? Epstein files haven't came out yet.
That's just looking at his work. Let's take a look at this other one here from.
It's a waste of time to you.
There's another one. This one right here. This one right here is the one that really.
It's a waste of time to you. But the proof. But this is factual. This is his video. How is it a waste of time? This is his video. Stupid.
Now, a lot of people talked about this video. Some people in the sector talked about this video.
Why? All I got to do is turn the evidence in.
The main person who talked about this video is one that's very easily misled.
You call them up.
This is a very simple.
Since you want to be Mr. Badass, you call them up. Call him up, nigga. Call him up. I know you got his number. I know you've been glazed. I know you glazing them up. Call him up and tell him what I said. Tell him what I did. Tell him what the fuck I did. Tell him what the fuck I did, nigga. Since you want to put what evidence? Evidence. So you want to be blind and stupid. Okay. All right, cool.
Scene. To add a sexual connotation to this, it's got to be something wrong with you. Now he's calling these subliminals. His entire philosophy at that time was that whatever he sees, there's a reason for it. It's some subliminal thing that somebody else inserted. That's why it's there. And the rest of y'all don't see it because you're not special like he is. If you are imbued with his abilities from the cosmos, you would see it too. Now, who was thinking that? Raise your hand if that's what you was thinking when you saw a little kid holding an umbrella.
Hold on. What was it? I'll pass.
Now, his abilities from the cosmos, you would see it too.
What was it?
Now, who was thinking that? Raise your hand if that's what you was thinking when you saw a little kid holding an umbrella. Weirdo.
I'm looking for the map. Oh, it's coming. Hold on. It's coming. Hold on a second. It's coming. Since there's no evidence, it's coming. Okay.
What happened with that? Let me get this back to where it was. Back to here, I believe. I got this noise thing to take the music out of this. I don't want to hear the music. Now,
Read. You know how to read, right? Read that. And this is coming from Lennon Honor Films. Read along before I boot you out of my fucking chat. You fucking pedo. Y'all motherfuckers is sick. I'm not gonna even hold you. Y'all sick, man. These are two sick ass people. Y'all are sick. Y'all are fucking sick. Make all the excuses in the world. Make all the assumptions in the world. Say whatever you want. Type whatever you want. It does not exclude the fact that you're sick. I jotted your name down. You are sick. Two of you. You are very, very fucking sick. Be peaches. Be peaches. Be peaches. Hey, Tanya, I got a question to ask you. Let's just say your kids are in school, right? Even though your kids are all grown up. Your kids are in school, let's just say 6th, 7th grade, right? You got a nigga standing in the park with a camcorder in his hand, not his own kids, just himself, sitting in a chair in a park with his phone in his hand, getting ready to record. The people see this and they run to him and they said, "You can't be here at the park recording." He argues refutingly, this is a public park. But yet, what are you doing at the mother freaking park by your freaking self? I don't want to hear nothing about Captain Saturiak. Captain Saturiak is a bitch. All right, you can tell him I said it. Not Captain Saturiak. Lennon is at the park because he runs with that fucking crowd. That's why I can say it. He goes over there and he just chastised the owner of the school, the owner and the principal of the fucking school. Tell me you don't find that fucking weird. Tell me you don't find that weird. You ain't even, it says here, throughout this video, the little boy holds an umbrella in his crotch area as if it is a erect what? As if it was an erect what? And this is coming from Lennon Honors Films. And you saying that I'm lying and I have no points? This is coming from one of his videos from back then. This is coming from him. Fucking weirdos, man. Don't even pay attention. Don't even pay no attention to that, Barb. Don't even pay no attention because these people are fucking sick. Y'all are sick. Y'all are fucking sick. Y'all are sick. Y'all are sick. Very fucking sick. But if it happened to you, if it happened to your sister, if it happened to your mother, if it happened to your sister, if it happened to your cousins, you wouldn't call that sick, now would you? Or I mean, you would call it sick. Excuse me. Let me start over. If it was your mother, if it was your sister, if it was one of your family members who got raped or who got filmed inappropriately or got touched inappropriately by this same guy, you wouldn't call that weird? Or if your kid was in a school in the same area in Arizona or wherever the fuck. No, he's in Utah, my bad. If you are in Utah and they were in school and you found this nigga in the same motherfucking park, you wouldn't find that fucking weird. I swear to God. That's another rumor. Umar was taping high school girls. Where? Show me the video of him taping high school girls. I want to see that clip. That same clip that Lennon Honor was filming, that wasn't in high school. That was a university that he went to. That was a university he went to when he held his camera down and was walking with his camera. And forgive me if I was thinking, weren't those adults? So anywhere from, let's say, 18, 19 on to, I would say, 25, 26. They're not adults, but he was in high school, which age ranges from anywhere from 14 to 17. I had that happen to me. English teacher who was involved in a child porn. Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sad to hear that. I am definitely sad to hear that. But my point of contention is people like this support people like Lennon Honor simply because they hate a person that they can't question, they can't see, they can't touch, they haven't spoken to in forever. But I have. I've spoken to him. Each time he came to town, we spoke, we laughed, we kicked it, not very long, but me, Tiff, and then other people, I'm not going to mention their names, we actually kicked it with Umar. Straight up and down. I interviewed him, not once, but twice. Some of them you can't question him. You can't tell him what to do because he's not going to listen to you. And so therefore, you want to criticize him. And it's kind of strange. The people who had not donated want to criticize him even more, which is kind of egregious in one sense. It's very egregious. Very fucking egregious. The people who haven't donated not $1. But then again, my main man Blaze, who's an Umar supporter, he said this best. People who donated $5 to him expect the school to open. Oh, it looks like Mike left. Looks like Mike left. Bang! Another one bites the dust. Because when I played that fucking clip, I unblocked several comments. I wouldn't do that to blocked you. What? You talking to me? You talking to her? Just show channel respect. You know, no, don't worry about it, Barb. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because some of these people accept pedos. But if a pedo was in your family, say like your uncle, for example, yeah, I know. But what I'm saying, check this out. I bet you they got pedos in their family, right? And they say, oh no, she asked for it. She was wearing a tight skirt. Her boobs were hanging out. She was asking for it, right? So that girl in that picture, let me go back to it for some of you dumbasses. Let me see, where'd it go? Uh-huh.
I had a brain. When you were finished, I traded you. I never thought I'd get stuck with you again. Are you rotten? Not contagious, is it? Out of my way, I got a ball club to manage.
What did he say about this girl right here? What did he say about this girl right here? You see it? Do I have it on? A 47-year-old man to have relations with an 18-year-old. He wasn't 47. And who had relations with what? Who had relations with what? Now you're not making this sense. Put a name on it. If you're going to say something egregious, put a name on it at least. Ali, you too much of a fucking troll. Get the fuck out of the chat. You were too much of a fucking troll. You are way too much of a fucking troll. You have a problem with You have a problem with me supporting Jasmine Crockett. You question my numbers. You question You question my shit with Umar, which is quite normal, I guess. I mean, you're just a troll at this point. You are just a troll. I mean, you questioning my numbers. My numbers speak for itself. Oh shit. My numbers keep growing by the minute. They keep growing by the day. Is it my fault that Barb and Lisa helped me take a different approach? I credit them. Did I not credit you, Barb? Yes or no? Did I not credit you for getting me to a different route? Help move me around. You guys helped me do that, right? Y'all helped me do that. Did you not help me do that? Your numbers are looking great. Your numbers are looking, let me put this up. Your numbers are looking great. You got at least 100 in 1 week. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Lisa, you gave Lisa and I all the credit. Exactly. Fucking exactly. But yet you accuse me Ali, for not getting up the numbers. It's not my fault that, again, once I'm on this phone, I get better numbers than I do on here. It's because of the algorithm. The algorithm on here is not the exact same thing as the algorithm when I go on my phone. I don't know why that is. It just is what it is. But when I do Umar content, which the algorithm is used to me doing Umar content, it's going to get me significant numbers. But let's continue, since Lennon Honor is a godsend.
Now that was it. That's how fast, that's how long that scene was on the screen, and how it's not connected to anything. And the only way you can come to the conclusion that that has something to do with anything sexual is if you have a perverted mind.
Out of my way, I got a ball club to manage.
Absolutely. So this is all this information, okay? Let's go to the next scene. Let's go. In fact, let's go look at something different completely. Let's go to his Disney work. Take a look at one of his voiceover, one of the early Disney films. Now he's calling these subliminals. His entire philosophy at that time was, actually still, was that whatever he sees, there's a reason for it. It's some subliminal thing that somebody else inserted. That's why it's there. And the rest of y'all don't see it because you're not special like he is. If you are imbued with his abilities from the cosmos, you would see it too. Now, who was thinking that? Raise your hand if that's what you was thinking when you saw a little kid holding an umbrella.
From Lennon Honor Films, The Workings of Evil Revisited. What the fuck does that mean?
Weirdo. What happened with that? Let me get this back to where it was. Back to here, I believe. I got this noise thing to take the music out of this. I don't want to hear the music. Now, that's Lennon Honor. That's what he makes of that simple scene, of that innocent scene of children. That's what he makes out of it.
Throughout this video, the little boy holds the umbrella and I'm not gonna even read the rest, dude. Y'all can read that shit. Barb, tell me. You mean to tell me when you read this that you don't take nothing from this? I'm asking the chat. So you mean to tell me when you read this and you read it entirely and you're connecting it to the person that put this up there in the first place, and it wasn't Chad. Chad's just doing content. This is an actual video that he took and copywritten it on it to make it his own video. So you mean to tell me you don't take nothing from this?
That is a perverted mind. And I'm telling you, it takes somebody special to be able to do that to children, to their imagery.
Look, Brianna was doing. That's his vision. His what? I don't think that was. I don't think that was. Was that really Rihanna? I have to check back again. Do me a favor, Hellfire and Brimstone on We-On, whatever that name is, imposter of me, because this is reverting back to AFWs. This is reverting back to what it once was, AFWs. Next thing you know, they're going to start knowing where your address is, knowing your address, your phone number, where you work, where you live. Please, let that be that type of day. Let that be that type of day. New location, better surroundings. Whew, what a day. What a day. Plus the community that I live in now, they're more upkeep. So please try me. Try me. I don't think that was Rihanna, but we'll see. I don't think that was
To the point where he actually made product and sold it. And maybe the people he was selling it to had the same kind of mind as him. Great craziness. Now, let's move forward.
Look at this. Now that the man and the woman have embraced, notice that the umbrella, the P word, goes in the little. Dude, do you not? If you don't think this is some weirdo type shit, I don't know what to tell you. Would you use that same philosophy on your girls, your nieces, your nephews, your daughter? Would you use this same philosophy? And these people have the nerve, the alligator gall to follow him? But he's stalking Umar.
Right? Now, because I've seen all of this stuff that he did, when I saw him in other places projecting sexuality onto other people, I always took it with a grain of salt. Like he's talking about himself. When he would come out of the blue and make something into something, anything that someone says into something like a pedophile. He did a lot with Umar Johnson, taking figurative languages and making it mean something different. The same thing he did in these films, alleged films. And he did a conspiracy theory series trying to distance himself from all of this, right? But he's still selling all of it on his website. That was all just because he knew that I was going to cover this, because I said it. He wanted to try to put some distance between him and his work, because this is still how he thinks to this day. And this is all my opinion. So when we get to, in fact, here's a part, this one, Lola, right? Now this is a scene from, what year is this? It's 2017, I think. 2017, before he started working. Now this is in September of 2017 in Utah, before he started working. Actually, he did a series of videos every day before he started working, and he's sitting in the middle room in the house. I know that because he showed us his house when he moved in, did a full tour. So he's sitting.
I just wanted to, I don't even know why I prolonged that shit. I just wanted to prove that much of a godsend that Lennon Honor is. Well, Hollywood has a deeply sexual history. This is known. I think Lennon has earned me earned me not jumping to any conclusions from a choppy video that somebody edited. That's crazy. That is crazy. So the park don't, and even the park don't persuade you otherwise, or for the simple fact that he did a video looking at Umar's ass for 5 minutes. That don't persuade you. That don't persuade you not one bit. To each his own. To each his own. Now, what? Let me see. I forgot what else I was gonna. I forgot what was. Oh. Eat with Philly. Now, of course, he has many, many enemies. Which, if you don't have, as Cat Williams said, if you don't have enemies, you're doing something wrong. So, let's do this. Nothing wrong with him looking at Umar's butt. Yeah, I know you're trolling too. Yeah, you're definitely trolling. I'm not gonna even go there.
A couple of splendors on the side. Already they want to get up and come up in this to make it flick this morning.
Hello.
Trying to save my soul.
Hello. What happened to the sound? Just a second, guys. What happened to the court audio sound? What happened to the sound? We don't want this sound. We don't want this. I want these sound, people. There we go. I hear it. Hold on. A crackhead.
She's becoming more obsessed with Dr. Umar, just like Lennon. She's the female Lennon. And she made
This one allegedly took $65,000 from his retainer. I'm like, let me see the receipt with his name on it. Let me see that receipt.
6 movies. This is getting outrageous. But anyway, let me I just got a little excerpt because she sat over there and talked. I don't understand how this woman can still hit.
Look at that. What does it say there? Where the school at? So she took Umar what he said at that time when he was at the school last, and gonna put it on a t-shirt and actually sell the merch with his name on it without his consent. That's copyright infringement. And on top of that, that's clout chasing. So she's definitely clout chasing because she knows that her movies are trash.
His facial, his image, and use it and make money. That's got to be a crime.
She knows that her movies are trash.
She is spreading awareness, and she talked to her lawyers before she made the merch. He don't even talk like that. No, he don't talk like that. Copyright infringement is something. You know what? You just can't take somebody's image. I don't think. I mean, oh my goodness.
You take Brad Pitt's image and you put it on a t-shirt and see if he's gonna sue you for copyright infringement.
He is on Dr. Umar. What is the deal? If you got your money back, what is your problem? Go on and be happy. If you say the school not gonna open, well, go on then. Oh, okay.
That's still copyright infringement, no matter how you word it. It has a space on it.
That's all you gotta do. Action speaks louder than words. And I made shirts. You want to see a shirt? I made shirt. You see him?
I made
any
shirt.
of y'all that run into him.
Made shirt.
Next time he's at have his little cookout. Oh, yeah.
I get the shirt. I get the shirt. I get the shirt. You want shirt? I got shirt.
Gotta get a shirt and show up. Show up. Show up. And you put a fist up. No, Doc, I got love for you. That's all I'm saying. Where the school at? Where the school at, dog?
She ain't from the damn conscious community. She ain't for no damn conscious community. Ain't no such thing as not in the United States anyway. You show me something that's conscience. Unless it doesn't have Umar or not Lyndon Bay. Why did Lyndon Bay Johnson's name come up in my brain? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. But if it didn't have Dr. John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben, when it came to that part of the community, too bad those people are no longer living with us anymore. But that's conscious to me. That is conscious to me. This ain't no damn conscious.
Convince you, some of you, not all of you, that FNG isn't coming. It is not coming. It's not happening. It's not going to be a reality. It's sad. It's sad. But and I give them to you. No FDMG. I hope you guys like the product.
See, people who constantly say that, knowing that it is coming, because obviously you wouldn't be wasting all this money and all this time putting money into the project, which he's been doing for 6 years. Knowing that it takes money for certain things to get constantly redone over and over again, like keeping up with the electric, making sure things don't fall out of place, that takes money. And apparently, Black people proclaim that they don't have any money. But they want to give him $5 and just say $5 or $10. Some guy one time ago said, "You need to give me back $25. Some content creator did it. He need to give me back my $25. He owe me $50. He owe me $50. Versus old Kundade rib tip glazing the mic. I told that fool, stop eating. Stop eating. Well, he's not on camera, which half of these fools are cowards anyway. But he's on the microphone. You don't do nothing for him. But sitting there eating Cinnabons, which he ain't sharing the Cinnabons with me. So fuck Umar. I want a Cinnabon. He was collecting $220,000 per $220,000 per year. And he didn't share a Cinnabon with me. And people support this fool. And then you got this person. I got dirt. I got dirt. I got dirt. You got dirt. I got a shirt. I got dirt. I got dirt. I got dirt. I got dirt. I'm a film creator. I'm a film creator. I'm a film creator.
I'm excited about the product.
I hope you guys like the product. I'm excited about the product. This woman.
No, she didn't say product. She said product.
Is stalking and harassing Dr. Umar, in my opinion. I mean, Billy, she got her $68,000. She came on here bragging, I got my money. Oh, Dr. Umar, he's threatening me. What? No, you threatening him. You effing with him. All these women that say he effing with them, they are the ones constantly watching him and making videos and going live about him. I mean, I've seen something like this before. I've seen people do folks like this before. But $68,000 wasn't even, folks that was coming after me was broke, busted, and disgusted. They had no money. Okay, this woman got a little money. She got a little money. Folks that was stalking and arresting me, they had no money. They just had mouthpieces.
Mouthpiece ain't the word for it.
Oh, we got a call.
Hold on a second.
Name, likeness, and image to do it. And the FDMG Academy that she claimed I don't understand it, people. She was, without Dr. Umar, there is no Mary Ann Lorient channel, period. There is no you without him. If you were so afraid of all these spirits, you wouldn't want his picture all over your house, on your body, and on top of your head.
You shouldn't have heard of what she said about the dolls. She said those are sacrificial dolls. Don't you get those sacrificial dolls? What's wrong with sacrificial dolls? If you don't know what you're doing, I will concede if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what you're getting into, you shouldn't be getting them. But for those who do practice hoodoo and voodooism, two different types of things, but nevertheless, those who practice hoodoo and voodooism, why would you not get a doll, fam? Why would you not get a doll? Those dolls look good, by the way. Those are very petite, crafted dolls. He was in, why do I keep saying dolls? Because Umar was at a location, I guess, I don't know, lecturing or whatever he was doing, and he was with his peoples, right? And on the back end or wherever they were dolls, were very special, crafted, good-looking dolls. And this heifer wants to call and try to stop this woman's progress from shining and making money, all because of her reactions with Umar. Like, that's just stupid. You're taking food off of another woman's plate, which is quite stupid. It's just dumb. So you're gonna take food off of this person's plate just because she invited fucking Umar to lecture to the people? Quite crazy. Fucking crazy indeed. Can't even fucking speak. Let me see. Here. Oh, I didn't know he had new stuff here. Oh, no, that's not it. No. Oh, I almost forgot. He made a video today. Let's review that, shall we? I tried to hook you up. YouTube isn't letting me send super chats. I I don't know, but you can support my. You could put it on my Cash App. My Cash App is right there. My Cash App is scrolling on the bottom right there. You can put whatever if you desire. Cash App is Desi 888. That's my Cash App. So let's get off Philly Phil. And Philly Phil, mwah, you're doing a fabulous job. Go ahead and watch that nasty ass Cowboys game, which I need to see how much they're winning by, because they're going up against another nasty ass team in the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't support none of the. You know what? I might support the Raiders because they ain't no different. They ain't no better. I just like the color. But anyway, I don't have Cash App. Do you have Chime? If you have Chime, I'll take it. You have Chime, I'll take it. I will take that. I would definitely take that. Or I can. Do I have a PayPal? I do have a PayPal, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know it. So I have two pays. I have this and I have Cash App. And of course I have Zelle. I definitely have Zelle, but I'm not giving you my number. I am not giving you my number. I don't have none of that. I barely got YouTube. What? So it won't let you give up any Cash Apps. Let me see. Well, that's fucking bogus. Tell you what. Give me your email. Give me your email so I can send you a link to Cash App. Now it says here that both of us might benefit from a little bit of dough here, but let me see. We might be able to benefit from a little bit of dough. Oh, they took the promotion away. Never mind, they took the promotion away. But either way, definitely appreciate you. I would still need to have Cash App. I don't have it. It's like she's yelling at me. I don't have it. I do not have it. Now Lennon scoffs at this. What does Lennon do in his spare time besides talk shit? Can't do the cold cut. That's a copyright infringement. That's definitely copyright infringement. And this is basically his teleconference, right? He does that shit. I feel more comfortable using YouTube. Let's see here. Is it turned? Let me see if it is turned off. It's it's a possibility it might be turned off. I don't know. I don't know. Because it won't tell me either. I'm in my studio right now and it won't tell me either. I'm just waiting for him to start talking. I'm just waiting for him to start talking right now. When he starts talking, I'll just unmute. Let's see. Did I turn off? Oh shit. Hey Barb, I'll tell you what's cheaper. Hey Barb, I can tell you what's cheaper if you become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. That's cheaper than having to give me some cash. That's cheaper enough. That's cheap enough. It's only $2.99 for basic. It's only $2.99 for basic. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Finally.
This is the Black Parent Teleconference. This is the Black Parent Teleconference. If you have a question about a child, education, or mental health, this is the opportunity for you to ask that question. You need to text your first name and your city. Your first name and your city at this time to my cell phone, 215-989. 9858. That is 215-989-9858. You want to go ahead and text your first name and your city to 215-989-9858. And I will call you so you can ask your question. 215-989-9858. If you have a question, special ed, autism, evaluation, IEP, suicide, emotional disturbance, learning disability, 504, suspension, expulsion, whatever your question is about your child. I will also allow some live Instagram tap-ins, only if you have a question about your child. We are not talking about anything else. If you bring up anything else, I will cancel you from the Instagram live. So if there's parents on my Instagram who have a question about your child, you can tap in, okay? So you can text me or you can tap in. You can text your first name and your phone number. Excuse me, you can text your first name and your city to my phone number, 215-989-9858. Text messages will have priority. Instagram tap-ins will be secondary. Okay? Those who contact me by text message will have priority. Instagram tap-ins will be secondary. Okay. All right. So let's get started.
Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hey, we got us a new member. Thank you, Barb. Thank you. Hell, it's been a while. It's been a damn while. But hey, give me this.
Let me turn my phone off.
Thank you.
It's acting up. Hold on.
Thank you, Barb.
Phone is acting
Wait
up.
till I
If you have a
tell
question
Lisa.
about your son or daughter,
So
text your first name
great.
and city to 215-989-9858. If you have a question about your son or daughter, education or mental health, text your first name and your city to 215-989-9858. Shout out to my continental Africans. Shout out to my Africans of Asia. Shout out to my
there was a way I could
European
fast
Africans,
forward.
my Canadian
I don't know
Africans,
how
my
to
South
fast
Pacific
forward.
Africans, my Australian
How do you fast
Africans, my
forward this shit?
Caribbean Africans, my South American Africans, my Central American Africans, my Jersey Africans, my Philly Africans, my New York City Africans, my Connecticut Africans, my Boston Africans, my Oakland, my LA Africans, my Inland Empire Africans, my San Diego Africans.
Well, while he's going off, thank you for the let me do what that white lady did to Jasmine Crockett's feet. Anyway, I don't know how to fast forward this shit. I don't know how to fast forward this shit, but thank you. But all seriousness, thank you. Can't thank you enough. Let me see. Is he?
Okay, let's try this again.
Probably said something wrong with the audio, but this is something that if Lennon Honor was that special, what is he doing in his life other than doing Umar videos? Anybody other than stalking kids? Does anybody know what else he does in his life?
A teleconference. You're calling from Georgia, my sister.
Yes, this is Ty. How are you?
Pleased to meet you, Queen. Pleased to meet you. Go right ahead with your question.
Yes, so my son is 17. He's a senior. And one thing that I've noticed this year is he's been having a lot of anger issues, which has led to him getting into altercations with the police and other authority figures. I just recently signed him up for counseling, but I'm wondering, like, as a parent, what can I do to really kind of help him learn how to manage his emotions and also learn how to interact with authority figures, especially the police, because I think what was most concerning for me was when he had a run-in with the police this year.
Okay. What kind of run-in with the police?
He and his friends were at the mall, the local mall here, and he was asked to leave by a security guard who was saying that it was time for the mall to close. I think he was being targeted because they were allowing, like families and stuff to continue to sit in the mall, but they followed him to the exit and verbally harassed him until he got to the exit. And at that time, a Gwinnett County police officer approached him and told him something, and he started going back and forth verbally with the police officer, which led to him being arrested and charged with They charged him with disturbing the peace and charged him with criminal trespassing.
Okay. Question for you, because anger in teenage boys is often a cover for depression. So my question is, where is the biological father?
He lives in New Orleans.
He lives in New Orleans. How often does he speak with him?
They speak semi-regularly, and they don't see each other often.
Why?
Because they've had some issues in run-ins. His dad previously had a drinking problem. He's since gotten sober, but I think the damage was done during the time that he had the drinking problem. And now my son, he just, I think he doesn't.
And mind you, he's been doing this for a number of years. I would say damn near 20 years. Him not caring about children, him not caring, that's false. And everybody wants him to go to regular neighborhoods and all across America. It's like, damn, it's only one of them. I mean, if he had a twin brother, which he does have brothers, he's the first one in line. But I don't know how the rest of his family is. I don't get involved in that because that's none of my business. I realize that some of that stuff is an internal, and I just don't get into none of that, including his family. None of his family members, other than when I spoke with Jamal Johnson a long time ago, personally and privately, it's that internal thing, right? I don't get involved in that. But let me continue.
Sure, he does it.
Those things are very important, very important. However, I'm talking about that emotional connection where they're talking about his life, his feelings, things he's been through with his father, the emotional connection, not just watching the football games and getting ready to for college. That's important.
Right.
But what about that emotional
connection?
Yes, the bond.
I think that folks try, including myself, but my son, he's very reserved. He's very internal. I try to have, like, if I take him by myself and like try to have a one-on-one conversation with him, sometimes I can get him to open up a little bit about his feelings, but for the most part, he doesn't want to talk about the things that are bothering him.
Okay. Are there other children from you in the home?
I have 6-year-old twins that are adopted.
Okay, 6-year-old twins that are adopted. Is your son your only?
We also have 2 nephews here. My son is my only child. We also are taking care of 2 of our nephews that are teenagers as well.
Okay,
so 5 boys in all.
Okay, so and your son is how old again?
17. He's a senior in high school.
Okay, he's 17-year-old senior. You have the 2 6-year-old twins who were adopted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then how old are the 2 nephews?
They're 15 and 18. So 3 of them are in high school together.
Got you. Now I heard you say we are taking care of them. Who's the we? You have a significant other there as well?
No, I have a multi-generational family household. So my cousin and I, we are sharing a house, and we are
your cousin, male or female?
Male.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're sharing a house and helping to raise all the children together.
Got you. So the 2 nephews are your cousins.
Correct.
Okay. So we got the 2 6-year-old twins. We have a 15-year-old. We have your son who's 17, and then we have the 18-year-old cousin.
Correct. It's all men and me.
Understood. Question: does your son feel drowned out in that environment by the love you understandably have to give to your adopted 6-year-old twin sons, as well as the natural attention you give as an aunt and a mother figure to your?
So we get that he does teleconferences, right? We get all that, which Lennon's, PDF ass gawks at. Okay, we get all that. I want to play a clip since nobody has the guts to stand up to me and say anything futile to me, other than the same old, he's a stalker, he's this, he's that, he stole from the black community. You act like he stole from you. Nigga, you act like he stole from your ass. Where was it at? Okay. Click that on. No, I didn't have to do that but at one time. But we finally got you. Then we finally got you, Barb. We finally got you. Hey.
We have skin folk in office, but they're not Black Americans.
Because I'm a Pan-Africanist, I come from a different angle. So I see all African people as family, no matter where they come from, right? With that being said, yes, one race. With that being said, I see nothing wrong with each branch of the family handling their own private business as long as it doesn't take away from the collective unity.
Like we have skin folk in office, but they're
Hold on. I think those are shorts. Let me see if this is the actual video. Yes, my nigga.
What's on your mind today?
okay. So I've been on TikTok just browsing through a few lives and having a few arguments because I feel that Black Americans are not being seen in a political stance. Like we have skin folk in office, but they're not Black Americans, but they're speaking on our issues as if they are our voice, and how that is wrong.
Black Americans. What does that forever mean? Black Americans. What is that? What is that? I think we spend too much time as a people identifying or saying an actual name, or trying to forcefully identifying who we are, versus doing a bit more research. I think we forcibly, seldomly just force ourselves into a corner and say we are this due to us trying to get something that we're never going to get enough reparations. We're never going to get reparations, man. If by blood, and none of you Negroes would ever line any other Negro up like the Black Panther Party lined up against the police officers, the white police officers, and hold that line, you wouldn't do that. No, because you're too busy arguing amongst yourselves. And on top of that, you disrespect your women. You disrespect your women. You disrespect your women too much. But this is a woman that's absolutely clueless about what a Black America is.
And when I speak something about it, everybody's having a problem with it. Like it's a major issue for us because you don't have the Black experience.
My perspective, and I like to get your insight on my perspective because I'm a Pan-Africanist. I come from a different angle, so I see all African people as family, no matter where they come from. Right. With that being said, yes, one race. With that being said, I see nothing wrong with each branch of the family handling their own private business as long as it doesn't take away from the collective unity of the entire family. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a grandmom who had 10 kids, right? Each child has their own family. They got their own children. They got their own grandchildren. And there's a time and a place for each child to be with their own children, handle their own issues in their own house, right? So what goes on in my brother's house is my brother's business. It is not my business. What goes on in my sister's house is my sister's business. It's not my business unless they come to me and ask me to get involved. But at the same time, they still my family. We not enemies. I don't have to disassociate from them. I don't have to demonize them. I don't have to weaponize my experience against them. We still one family. My issue with some American Africans, because
here's the problem with that. It is never going to be that. Unless I would say something catastrophic were to happen. Not catastrophic, but something major were to happen. So major indeed to the point of all Black families being murdered. And at the same time, all African families get murdered, but Africans only have it's only 3% over here, fam. It's only 3%. So you got not, I don't even know the percentages, but you got African families over here, you got Haitian families over here, you got Jamaican families over here. And they ain't causing no ruckus. They're just minding their own business, just working like everybody else. but you dislike those people for whatever reason. I'm not saying all of them are doing it, but you have a more difficult time getting along with other blacks who are like you. They just speak a different language. It's like, what the and y'all and you holding on to dear life that FBA stuff. It's not it doesn't do anything. It doesn't move the right. It doesn't move the right or the left. It's not going to move a person like Trump. Trump wants you gone. Trump wants you gone. Trump wants you eliminated. Trump wants you annihilated. Why you think he spent all that money on immigrant what was it called, the immigrant reform or some shit? Why do you think it took buses, tons of buses, tons of people from the military, that's including the National Guard, to get you out? And on top of that, fucking with Haitian people and fucking with people in Chicago, American Africans, right? What you would call African Americans. African Americans dragging them out their own home. But you have a particular problem with them. Make it make sense.
I do not use the word Black American at all. I am an African. I am an African in America, American African. That's me. So for us who are the descendants of the Africans who built this country, who have a unique history in America, a unique situation, I see no problem with us saying, hey, we got some issues that our African immigrant brothers and sisters cannot represent us on because they haven't walked in our shoes in this country these past 400 years, right?
Yes.
I don't have a problem with that. I do not have a problem with that. When you say that there are African immigrants in public office, okay, who are speaking for the American African, I don't have a problem with that if they're speaking for me appropriately. But in addition to that, we should also have American Africans who know the struggle speaking for us. So I agree with you.
It doesn't seem to be, they don't seem to be the ones that
but let me
get in
finish
those
this point.
positions.
Let me finish this point, and I'm coming right to you so you can speak.
Okay.
If you say, Dr. Umar, I need more American Africans represent me in a political theater, I'm with you, right? American, I'm with you. But I'm also going to tell you, don't demonize the African immigrants who are there. The problem is not that they're there. The problem is we don't have more American Africans speaking up. You see what I'm saying? In other words, I'm not going to demonize an immigrant African for winning a political office, okay? As long as they're not working against me. Now, if they're working against me, I'm going to identify and I'm going to isolate them. You understand me? Even though I'm a Pan-Africanist, I expect every branch of the African family to support every other branch. So if one of my Nigerian African brothers come to America and starts acting like a coon, I'm going to publicly identify and I'm going to isolate. If I catch you, my sister, demonizing and disrespecting immigrant Africans, I'm going to identify you and isolate you as a coon. So the rules do not differ for me. Respect everybody's right to represent themselves. That's what you're saying. I want American Africans to represent American Africans. I agree with you. I have no issue with that. But then if you turn around and say the immigrants are my enemies, that's where I have to draw the line with you, because the immigrant Africans are not my enemies. They are only 3% of all Black people in this country. They are the lowest immigrant pool, one of the lowest immigrant pools in this country. Most of what we built is not being taken by African immigrants. It's being taken by Latinos, feminists, LGBTQs, and ethnic white minority groups who we never talk about. So my thing is, let's not unfairly dump on the African immigrant population when you got all these other immigrant groups who have stolen and ciphered off of Black people, and we say nothing at all. I ain't heard nobody talk about how the LGBT have siphoned off of the Black struggle. I don't hear nobody talking about how anti-Black Latinos, not the African Latinos who identify with us, but the anti-African Latinos, nobody talks about how they have siphoned off of the Black movement as well. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are with all people who have immigrated here and are not for the benefit of Black Americans who are here. I'm not narrowing it down just to Africans. I'm just, to me, I haven't seen where it has benefited the Black community personally.
Okay, I got you. And I
lived here for over 40 years, so that's my
respect
observation.
your opinion. There's one,
but somebody could tell you something and you can believe it. Somebody can absolutely tell you something and you believe, and you ain't done not one bit of scrap of research. It's so easy to go online and Google stuff, but to happen to physically go to your public library and look diligently for anything with African American studies is astounding to me. It could be anything. It could be anywhere from, I got a whole bunch of books. Who John Horse is. The Holocaust, the difference between, what was John Henry Clark's book? The Holocaust between Christopher Columbus and the Holocaust, or however that book was. We don't like reading books. We just don't like reading anymore. People who study these things night and day, like Umar does frequently, it's not just books, it's newspapers as well. Newspapers can be very effective. But to have an argument daily, day by day by day, it just sucks up the energy. And so this is how we're just split apart. So Umar dreams the third, that's going to be difficult because we're so far away from each other as a people that we see the differences in each other, but when it comes to white folks who literally want to take us and put us in a fucking blender, we don't see it because I'm just rambling.
One more thing I want to give to you, though. I want to make sure that the American African family, which I am a part, we need to make sure, my queen, that we are not always operating from victim consciousness or deficit perspective. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. I think sometimes we can operate from victim consciousness in deficit perspective too much. I want to give you an example. We are a $2 trillion economy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We spend $2 billion on Air Jordans a year. We spend $4 billion on liquor a year. Mm-hmm. Black women spend nearly $30 billion, mostly Black women, Black men in there too, but mostly Black women, $30 billion on the beauty industry. From the products to the services, to the shampoo, the oil, the lotion, the shea butter, blah, 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 blah. Let me ask you a question. If we were in a position of power in this country, power, let's say we owned some Black Wall Streets. Let's say we owned our own beauty supply. Let's say we had our own. Stay with me. You're right. And we still got a few small ones. Let's say we had our own hospitals. Let's say we had our own neighborhoods. Let's say we could put our own children to work. Let's say we had our own manufacturing. We have our own security. We have our own distribution. We are electing our own officials who we finance and control, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's assume that that was the reality for a minute. Do you think African immigrants would be acting differently towards us if we were in a position of power?
My stance is not
No.
just
Stay
directed
with
at
my
them.
question. No, stay with my question.
Okay,
If we were operating from a position of power, Africans who come to America from the Caribbean, from the UK, from Canada, from the continent, from South America to Central America, from the South Pacific, from Australia. If we were in a position of power in America, like the Chinese are, like the Jews are, like the Arabs are, like the East Indians are, like the Anglo-Saxons are, if we were in a position of power, my queen, hypothetical question, if we were in a position of power, do you think African immigrants from around the world would treat us differently? Yes or no?
I would say yes, because when they get here, they stay to themselves. They don't really like try to come
Stay with me,
together
yo.
and be
No,
with us.
stay
They
with me, stay
separate
with me.
themselves.
I want you to finish
Yes,
that, but okay, they would treat us differently. So let me ask you a question.
they do it now.
Let me ask you a question. If you were an African, let's say you went to Australia, or you went to London, or you went to Canada from the United States, you are an American African immigrant into another country. And you saw when you got there, the black people there had no power, controlled no industry, senselessly waste their wealth with the same white people who they want reparations from.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you would be eager to become a part of them? Yes or no?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be with my people. That's just who I am.
Okay, so you saying you're gonna ride out regardless.
I'm gonna be with my people.
That's how
and
I
try to change how they think.
Do you think most American Africans would do that?
The ones I'm around, I can't speak for everybody else.
I don't think you're being honest when you say that. I don't think no group of any people, not just blacks, I don't see no group of any race going to a completely different continent, seeing their people there in a servitude, unempowered position, and be in a rush to identify and help them. Nobody does that. Generally, nobody does that.
Nope.
The reason I'm bringing this up, Queen, is, in my opinion, and we could agree to disagree, but in my opinion, our issue is not how the African immigrants treat us. Our issue is how we treat ourselves. And our issue is we have allowed ourselves to remain at the bottom when we clearly have the ability.
See, what you're saying right there is wrong, because that's the mindset they have, that all black Americans don't have anything. That's the wrong mindset.
Listen to me. If we are trying to empower ourselves as American Africans, if we are trying to empower
identify that.
Let me finish. We're American African. I'm not American. So yes, we definitely going to disagree on that. So if we are trying to empower ourselves, I'm not worried about the immigrant African because I'm too busy empowering myself. See, I'm worried about the immigrant African because I think he's going to get some of my crumbs that the master throws off his table onto the floor. Crumbs. Because
no, it's not about that.
Okay, so then what is your issue then?
First of all, I said I'm not narrowing it down to just them. I said that at least 5 times.
But you started out with them. Your initial comments.
I started out with, I don't see the representation of us in office. That's what I started off with.
You mentioned.
It's pointless. It's pointless. As long as you have people like this, as long as you have people like this who speak up in everyday forms like this, I mean, we're just gonna have to double it. We're just gonna have to size it down to a crawl and just accept things for what they truly are, people. We're just gonna have to just narrow it down to this much, because they're going to be we're just so separated from each other. It's ridiculous. But it's, I bet you, if Marjorie Taylor Greene and Donald Trump, I mean, they're arguing right now, and he, disregards her, but as soon as something great comes along, they'll be right back with each other and say, we can put aside our differences, right? As long as we conquer this and as long as we conquer that. Meanwhile, Black people will be in the same position. In the same spot, not move, not one iota because of this woman right here and everybody else in between.
African immigrants. You didn't mention anybody else. You were specific to Black immigrants.
Said immigration is bad. It does not help Black Americans, period. Black African immigrants are not the only immigrants that are here,
I understand that, but that's not what you said in the beginning.
Okay.
But go ahead. That's not what you said in the beginning.
So I'm not narrowing it down or picking on any particular group of people.
But wait, time out. Let me clarify something, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
I said I identify as American African.
Mm-hmm.
You said you identify as Black American, and I respect your right to identify.
Yes.
Are you an African?
Stay with me. You do not identify as an African, correct?
No.
Well, then that's the problem. Then stay with me. Then you don't see them as your family anyway. So it
they
don't even
tell
matter.
You you're older than me. You're older than me, so you used to hear them say
you're Black.
You're
not an African. You're Black. So when you see an African immigrant, in your mind, you have no associated with them at all, ancestrally, culturally, historically, nothing. So it's
they told me that.
So I'm not talking about what they told you. I'm talking about you. Stop passing the buck. We're talking about you. So then, if you do not see them as family on any level, then I see why you are adversarial towards them, because to you, they're no different than any other group.
And that is the problem. That is the total problem. Did you talk about Dederell being indicated? Did you talk about Dederell being indicated by the feds yet? Why would I want to talk about him being indicated with the feds? And why is he indicated with the feds? I don't get that. Dederell has my number. Dederell has my number. He can call me. I don't know what that shit is about.
And if they're no different than any other group, why are you not also holding the other groups as accountable as you're holding the Black?
I speak against it all.
Your opening statement was about Black immigrants. Can we be honest about that?
But you didn't let me finish. You took on my question, but you didn't let me finish the whole entire thing.
Okay, Michael. Yes, Michael.
Okay. So my stance is against anybody that comes here and tries to undermine what Black Americans have already done. It don't matter.
You just keep repeating yourself and it goes nowhere. Okay, anybody who doesn't affiliate with us is a traitor. Okay, we get all that. And
if you Haitian, Asian, Indian, if you undermine what my people have fought for, bled for, been beat for, jailed for, hung for trees for, I'm against you. It doesn't matter if you're Black or Asian. I'm against it.
Originally, you only pointed out Black people, and the reason I'm pointing that out. But I
had to finish.
Well, you could have said it then when you said Africans.
But
my point is the Black Americans, as I'm going to call y'all, and I'm going to distinguish Black American from American African in that although
pale Americans. So you're going to call yourself pale Americans. Okay.
We're the same people. We have different mindsets. So the American African are those who see all Africans as part of our family, even if we take issue with them. Whereas the Black American, y'all see them as a completely different group. That's fine. But my issue with y'all is y'all pick on them exclusively. And I ain't heard y'all do nothing yet about the homosexuals exploiting the Black power.
Yeah, because they got all the rights when Obama was in.
About the Latinos.
They got all the rights when Obama was in.
About the white immigrants. All y'all talk about is African immigrants who are only 3%. That is not your problem. Our problem is us.
Dr. Umar, who gave the homosexuals all the rights when he was in office? What?
Who voted for Obama? And I have to admit, I was in this as well because I voted for Obama twice. But I was young, dumb, and naive to politics. I didn't know what the politics was about. I didn't know his policies, nothing. I didn't know what a policy was. I was young then. I was what, 20 in my younger 20s or something like that. Possibly in my older 20s. I can't even remember. But I was young, dumb, and naive to that. But I look at that shit now, it's just like dried up bubble gum. What have you done for me lately?
Was his nationality? He was an African and half white. Obama.
Okay,
He
but
gave them all the rights. Nothing for us. For us.
Yes, Barack Obama proliferated it and popularized it. Can I
Yes.
ask you a question? Who voted for Barack Obama?
I did not.
Who voted for Barack Obama? Overwhelmingly black people. It was the highest turnout
because he was portrayed as a black man.
No. Don't make excuses. Did your black Americans put Obama in office?
No more excuses, fam. No more excuses. None. You liked him because he was black. That's what you said. We liked him. Get him in there. But to those brothers who question him, who got kicked out of the stands, I got more vows and respect for them than I do you. For those brothers who questioned him, for the pastor who questioned him, for the people who absolutely wanted to question this man, and he's distanced himself from those people. I have more respect for them than I do you. Because you never questioned him all those 8 years. For me being young and naive to what I was, I wish I would have known sooner. But everybody in your family want to question you. Is like, why don't you support this person? Why don't you support that person? And then you gotta do an hour argument. Six. No, what a waste. What a freaking waste. But I had to sit there through my family arguing with me. You need to vote. You need to vote for this person. You need to vote for that person. No, I don't. It's my right to not vote for anybody who doesn't do anything for us. Period. You do everything for Haitians. The Hispanics. You do everything for aliens. You do everything for everybody else but black people. And you don't even put us in position to compete with anything. So I don't even want to hear that shit, fam.
Yes or no?
I don't read it. I don't have the numbers.
Answer the question. Did they or did they not give him the highest voter turnout for a presidential election in American history? Yes or no? Yes.
They did.
And when he ran a second time, did they not do it again?
I don't know about
the second time. My question, black Americans, is why didn't you hold Barack Obama accountable by celebrating him? I held him accountable. I'm one of the only voices.
A lot of us did, but there's not enough of who. That's the issue.
Let me ask you, do you think we should be focusing more on trying to control the behavior of African immigrants over which we exercise power? Or should we be focusing more?
Before we get to that question, why are people just saying Obama is African and white? Yes, he is African. His father was a kin. Yes, his mother was white. But he is also the so-called FBA. I don't know who the hell called him that. I don't pay attention to FBAs. I don't pay attention to them anymore because that's a whole cult group that was created by Tariq Nasheed, even though Tariq Nasheed proclaims he's not a leader. That's just nonsense. He's a descendant from John Punch, the first black slave from Virginia. So he is. The first thing I never heard of Punch. I gotta look that up. Definitely gotta look that up. FBA, African, and white. They dotted all there is. They dotted all there is and crossed all their T's. Slick. So others have what they called lobbyists. That's another word I gotta look up. They're gonna go lobbyists. We don't. How many blacks lobbyists are there? I don't know. We got libertarians, we got conservatives, we got sadists. Y'all come up with a whole book. I told this dude a long time ago, right? Create a book with all homonyms, all antonyms, all types of words, right? To put them in a line and put a definition behind them. I gotta look this shit up. How many? What? Because we can all learn from each other. What is a lobby? Lobbyist, all the S. Okay, lobbyist is an individual who, for compensation, influences governmental decisions on behalf of a client or a employee or employer. I gotta read that again. It's a lot. that already exists. Well, fine, Barb. Since you're the new member, why don't you give me an example? Why don't you definitely give me an example of what a lobbyist is? Definitely give me an example. They act as intermediaries intermediaries, whatever, connecting to specific interests and policymakers within the legislative and executive branches. Lobbyists may work to sway policy. Lobbyists may work to sway policies and laws in favor of their clients using various methods, including information campaigns and personal connections. For example, a lobbyist might advocate for federal funding. Okay. All right. Federal funding for a state project or influence U.S. policies regarding a foreign country. Well, let me ask you something. Are you foreign? Because I see the martial artists in the background. Like that. Love it. Are you foreign? And I'm going to continue.
On channeling our $2 trillion into making ourselves into a superpower in this country. Where would you like to put your energy? If those were your
I would like to put my energy on getting minds to stop shopping at these people's stores who come into our communities
I want you to answer
and
my
do
question.
nothing for.
You
That's
did not
my
answer my
stance
question.
on it. I answered.
You did not answer my question.
That's my focus.
You did not answer my question.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask it again.
Go ahead.
Do you think we should focus on fighting and attacking? Okay, we. Mm-hmm. You said we. You said that to say what?
I'm not attacking anyone, Dr.
No. You said we. What did you mean by we? You
said
interrupted
we.
me and said we. Did
you said
say
we should focus more on.
No, stay with right. Did you say we as to say that you and I are not the same? Is that why you said we? I just want to clarify.
No.
Okay, because I thought that's what you're trying to say.
No.
Okay, so my question is, would you focus on trying to stop the progress of African immigrants in America, or should we focus on using our $2 trillion in spending power to build ourselves into a superpower in this country? Which do you prefer? What do you think is the better use of our energy?
Of course, the economic part.
So why don't we focus on that?
Who said we all have to speak for ourselves individually?
Can you name me a single leader of the Black American We Hate African Immigrant Group that is
I don't hate Africans, so don't put that on me.
Listen, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you, but you clearly got an issue with them. But
I said anybody that undermines the Black American experience. Anybody.
That's not what you said in the beginning. But listen to what I'm saying.
What?
Can you name me a leader, or an organization that has an issue with African immigrants who are trying to build a relevant institution for Black people? Give me someone who has an issue with African immigrants who are doing something to create an institution for the American African people. Can you name me one person doing something of significance besides complain about African immigrants? Can you name me one person?
Well, this is a new journey. So, of course, like anything else, they have to start somewhere. And I guess it's going to start by, and stop saying I hate Africans, because I never said that. I never said that. I said I hate anybody that undermines. I want to give the clarity. I never said I hate a specific group of people. I said anybody that undermines our people, I don't agree with.
I appreciate your clarity. Now, getting back to the question, can you name somebody, people using our own money? Who?
Well, there's a lot of people.
Who's building a relevant institution for the Black American?
He's not on my neck. He's not actually. No, I'm talking about whoever's in the comments.
Don't worry about the comments, my friend. Yeah. I got all type of. We are good. We are family. We are family.
They got to grow up. I know of a few.
Can you give me somebody?
I can't put their names out because they're gay.
Okay. It's gone. Fam, we don't have it. We don't have time, fam. We just don't have time. He said you're in Washington. Oh, okay. Okay. Trump was fucking it up down there. You do know that, right? Because that's the first thing he said. It's like, this place is polluted. And he sent military troops down there to clean shit up along with ICE. Then he went on to LA. I know that because I was there. Not the day of, but they ended up showing up, and we were there on vacation. So, and LA ain't too far from Las Vegas. It's only like a 5-hour drive. That's just crazy. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. 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 So, like I said, after this, there ain't gonna be no more talks. Ain't gonna be no more discussions because you have nothing else. And I'm not played, but it's been raining and thunderstorm. I guess somebody was messing with the circuit breaker, I guess. But to J. Kodo, J. Cody, nice to meet you with your fam. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click that like button on the way out. Don't forget to click that like button on the way out. Now, I will not be doing this again, just to let you cats know. I will not be doing this again. I will not be doing this again. Because apparently you're going to be talking about the same old, same old. He's a this, he's a that, he's a this, he's a that. He's never going to do this. He's never going to do that. Wake me up. As a matter of fact, I will go live the day that he does open up the school. And when he does open up the school, I want the same energy. Give me the same energy that you would give Lennon. Give me the same energy. Other than that, I got a campaign to keep running. I got other things to do, right? God bless Umar. Blessings to Umar. But I feel I'm at a different, I'm doing some other things. And like I said, I've given the keys to Philly Phil. So I want you to go to my homegirl's page, which is Eat with Philly. Eat with Philly. Go ahead and YouTube it. Eat with Philly. Go ahead and like and share, and subscribe to her channel. Like, share, and subscribe to her channel. Philly Phil has the keys to the Umar campaign. I will be right along with her. All right. Now, with that being said, I done wasted 2 hours of the same old fucking lingo because the other people who are making Ratchet Umar videos don't want to give the time to have a discussion with your boy La. And granted, mind you, I'm just a small little YouTuber with 8,000 subscribers. A small little YouTuber. And you don't want to have a discussion with La? Fine. That means you're fucking cowards. Especially you, Malik. No, I ain't gonna even bother. Because Bob, listen, Bob, I'm not gonna disappoint. I'm not gonna disappoint. Although I'm gonna have to figure out how am I gonna get all these people that are on here onto here. I gotta figure that out. Other than y'all were great. Y'all were good. Y'all were great. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for the subscribership. Barb, we love you. We respect you. I know Lisa does, but she's in pain right now. So she can't come into the live chat. She needs a rest. She needs a well-deserved rest. She's dealing with some things right now. And of course, I'm always dealing with some things. And I just need love from time to time. Just show your boy some love, which I just got love from today. And I got a new sub. Apparently, I got a new sub in the video. So I do appreciate you, fam, for subbing it. You see how much love that there is, that there's no type of disrespect going on, right? But for someone to sit there and to justify the weirdness, the pedalness, it is quite alarming. It's quite upsetting and it's quite sick. So, and it drains your energy. So, and until it happens to you, I don't even want to hear you, fam. I don't want to hear from you. Keep your distance away from me. And that's the same with Manny. If you see Manny, hellfire and brimstone his ass. I'm done with man. I'm done with him. I'm done. I don't even want to see him in my campaigns. I just don't. The regular people, I don't mind. But him personally, ban his ass. Ban him. Send him to the birds. I don't even want to hear from that. Anyway, y'all have an incredible day. An incredible day. Ashe, ashe, ashe.